Gold Cup predictions. Hi, if you're new here, my name's Filippo. This will be the Gold Cup predictions video, and for this one, I won't dive into details in every single nation. We already have done that on the Gold Cup preview, so if you guys want to watch that, I'll put the link on the description to that video, or you can go to the channel and just find it yourself. In this video, I'm going to be giving you my picks for each group of who's going to go through, then the quarterfinals, semifinals, and final, the champion. I'm going to use the actual bracket, so it'll be very realistic. The only thing that can go wrong are my picks, but if you guys know me, most of the picks will be right. Also, comment down below if you guys want me to react to this video in August after the Gold Cup is done to see which ones I got right or wrong. It'll probably be very interesting. As I said, I'll probably get everything right. Actually, there's no chance I'm getting everything right. With all that said, make sure to hit the like button while you're at it and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because subscriptions don't mean that much on YouTube apparently anymore. So hit the notification bell so you don't miss the content, hit the like button, and let's hear it from our sponsor. And thank you OneFootball for sponsoring Tactical Emergency TV during the Gold Cup of 2021. OneFootball is a great soccer app, not football. It's a great app. On it, you can follow your favorite team, nation, and get all the news, transfer updates you want to do, everything you need. So if you want to, you can follow US Men's National Team, get the latest transfer rumors, get the latest roster drops, sometimes even faster than us. So go down below on the description, click on the link for a free download on your Android or iPhone. You'd be supporting the channel, you'd be helping yourself, helping us, and probably helping OneFootball as well. A great app that I use, and you should use it as well. So once again, thank you, OneFootball. It's called soccer. So we heard it from OneFootball. Now let's hear the classic Tactical Manager intro before we get to the predictions for Group A. Okay, so Group A. For Group A, we have El Salvador, Trinidad and Tobago, Mexico, and Curacao. So for this group, let me give you the positions that I think each team will be, each nation. I think El Salvador will finish last in this group. Yes, they have struggled before the tournament. They even lost to Qatar while playing man up for 70 minutes on a friendly. I think they'll be last in the group. Third, in my opinion, will be Trinidad and Tobago. Not because they're weak by any means. I think the team is quite interesting. They just qualified recently. But I think they're below the other two teams, Curacao and Mexico. I think Curacao, with the dual nationals they have, good coaching, they should be able to pull second place. And Mexico should be able to dominate this group and win all three matches, or at worst case scenario, tie Curacao, but they should be able to beat Trinidad and Tobago and El Salvador. So I'm going El Salvador in fourth, Trinidad and Tobago at third, Curacao in second, and Mexico at first for Group A. I'll tell you later, guys, the matchups of the quarterfinals. Let's go to Group B now. Now, Group B has Haiti, Martinique, Canada, and the USA, the US Men's National Team. So what are my picks for this group? So the fourth seed, in my opinion, has to be Martinique. I don't see Martinique finishing ahead of Haiti, USA, or Canada. Now, the United States are not bringing their best team. There's a lot of question marks in regards to this team, but I think the US will pull through the group. I think Haiti will finish third, the United States will finish second, and yes, I think the very rude Canadians will finish in first. Yes, they should be able to top the group. They have Alphonso Davies, the best player in the tournament in my personal opinion. They also have Kyle Larin, Cavallini is there as well. There's a lot of good options that team. Buchanan. The US is very questionable right now, but they should be able to beat Haiti, or at least tie Haiti, maybe win on a goal differential Martinique. Overall, I believe the US Men's National Team has more than enough to finish second in this group and Canada to finish first. So just to recap, Canada in first, US in second, Haiti in third, and Martinique in fourth. Okay, we've hit Group C, and Group C is actually a pretty tough one. Group C has Guadeloupe, Costa Rica, Jamaica, and Suriname. Now, my fourth pick, my fourth seed in this group, the last place team, it has to be right away Guadeloupe. And then I had a very tough decision of deciding of who would go through between Costa Rica, Suriname, and Jamaica. And I'm going to go with Costa Rica in third, Suriname in second, and Jamaica in first. I think Jamaica has the best team in this group and it should be able to go through. The defense looks good with Mikel Hector and Liam Moore. Leon Bailey is by far the best player in this group and one of the best players in the tournament, probably just behind Alphonso Davies. Jamaica also has Bobby D. Cordova-Reed in the middle creating. I think they should be able to top this group despite some issues they have in the midfield. Now, Suriname and Costa Rica, I think Suriname's physicality might be a little bit too much for Costa Rica, along with the fact that Costa Rica has a new coach. so that might not play to their advantage, along with their aging team. Keylor Navas is not there. I think Suriname will be able to get to second place in this group and go through the quarterfinals. So to recap this group, we're going to have Jamaica in first, we're going to have Suriname in second, Costa Rica in third, and fourth seed, Guadeloupe. All right, we're at Group D now, and this group is not my favorite group. Group D has Grenada, Honduras, Panama, and Qatar. So yeah, Qatar is one of the guest nations, and I think it's safe to assume that the fourth seed of this group will be Grenada. They haven't played Gold Cup in a while. The team is not too strong. I don't think they'll be able to go through, so I'm putting them in the fourth seed. Now, the third, the second, and the first choices were quite hard to pick. So I'm going to go with Panama in third and not going through, Honduras in second, and Qatar topping the group. Now look, Qatar did win the AFC, which is the Asian Cup, so they beat Japan. This team is actually not that weak. I know we're not very familiar with Qatar, but this is a strong team, and I think they should be able to top the group. Now, in regards to Honduras and Panama, I think Honduras has an edge over Panama, even though Honduras is also focused in the Olympics. I think they should be able to top Panama, and Panama will get knocked out in the group stage. Honduras will go through to the next round in second place. So we've reached the quarterfinals. Let me recap all the countries that went through, and then I'll tell you, based off the bracket, what would be the matchups in the quarterfinals. So for Group A, we had Mexico advancing in first place and Curaçao advancing in second place. For Group B, we had Canada advancing in first place and the United States in second. For Group C, I had Jamaica going in first and Suriname going in second. For Group D, Qatar would top the group and Honduras would qualify in second. So these are the matchups we have now for the quarterfinals that I'm about to give you. Match 1 and 2 will face each other in the semifinals. Match 3 and 4 will face each other in the other semifinals. So match 1 will be Qatar versus Curaçao. Match 2 will be Canada versus Suriname. Match 3 will be Mexico versus Honduras. And match 4 will be Jamaica versus the United States. Okay, let's break it down match by match. Who do I think will go through to the semifinals? Okay, match 1, Qatar versus Curaçao. So for this matchup, I have Curaçao advancing. I think Qatar will not be able to deal with their CONCACAF spirit of Curaçao, the physicality, along with this team having a lot of Dutch dual nationals that are very technical. They also have a great coach. I don't know if Guus Hiddink will be available during Gold Cup. It could be Kluivert, the Dutch legend. But I think Curaçao has more than enough to go through, and they should knock out Qatar. That was the number 1 seed of Group D versus the number 2 seed of Group A. Alright, so I had Curaçao advancing. Now let's go to the second matchup, which is the opponent of Curaçao in the semifinals. Matchup number 2, we have Canada versus Suriname. And this one to me was the easiest pick. I have Canada advancing. They already faced each other in World Cup qualifying prior to the last round, before Canada faced Haiti to make it to the final 8. And Canada completely outplayed Suriname, and I think they should be able to do so once again. So I have Canada advancing over Suriname. I don't think they have enough to hold Alphonso Davies. So with that, Curaçao and Canada will be facing each other on one side of the bracket in the semifinals. Let's go to the other 2 quarterfinals, which will define the other semifinal. So match number 3 is Mexico and Honduras for the quarterfinals. And for this one, I have a very tight match here. It'll be very tough from the number 1 seed from Group A versus the number 2 seed of Group D. They have played each other already. They had that friendly after Nations League and it was a draw, but I think Mexico should be able to beat Honduras. So Honduras is focused on the Olympics and Gold Cup. So is Mexico, but I just think Mexico has a better squad right now. Mexico is bringing Lozano, Tecatito, Hector Herrera, Hector Moreno in the back. Everyone's there. Funes Mori will be playing up top. I think Mexico should be able to top Honduras, and I think Mexico should have actually an okay win. It should be at least a 2-0 win, maybe 1-0. It'll be tough, but I think Mexico should be able to beat Honduras with the squad they brought, and Honduras will get knocked out in the quarterfinals. Match number 4 is Jamaica versus the United States. Number 1 seed of Group C versus the number 2 seed of Group B. Now for this one, it hurts my feelings to say this, but I think Jamaica will beat the United States in the quarterfinals. Yes, I'm not biased here on the channel. Last edition, we beat Jamaica. We didn't play very well that game that we won 3-1, and we relied a lot on Weston McKennie and Christian Pulisic to save us. Now we have a weaker team because we won't have Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, a couple other players, and we're going to face a Jamaican team that I think it's much better. Leon Bailey's looking a lot better than he did in 2019. The overall Jamaican team looks better. Bobby D, Cordova-Reid, Mikel Hector, Liam Moore, all of them right there. Andre Blake is here. I think, unfortunately, the United States will lose in the quarterfinals. Now, I really hope I am wrong. And feel free to comment your prediction down below and call me out on it. But Jamaica should go through, and that makes the other semifinals. Mexico versus Jamaica. Okay, so semifinal number 1 will be Curacao versus Canada. And similarly to Suriname, which I think Curacao and Suriname have somewhat similar teams. I think Curaçao's a little bit better, but it's somewhat similar in the same level. I think Canada will be able to go through Curacao. I think Canada will go through and make it to the final of the 2021 Gold Cup. Again, a lot of the success in Canada will rely on Alphonso Davies and their defense being reliable. Their defense is the shaky part. Up top, they have Alphonso Davies creating there for the left side, or maybe right side they put there. They have Buchanan that can play for the side, Kyle Larin and Cavallini up top, so they should be fine. Now the other semifinal will be Mexico and Jamaica, and this, boy oh boy, it'll be tough. Last edition, Mexico struggled quite a bit with Haiti in the semifinal, which is a much weaker team than Jamaica. So they could very well lose to Jamaica in the semifinals here in this scenario if the Jamaican team is focused and Leon Bailey's on fire. However, I do have Mexico defeating Jamaica and making it to the final to face Canada. So my 2 finalists here will be Mexico and Canada. I just think Mexico will out-talent Jamaica. I think Jamaica has some very questionable problems in the midfield that Mexico does not have. Off to the final, which is Mexico and Canada. And look, guys, I could be that guy that just says Canada will pull an upset, they'll defeat Mexico, and there you have it. But here's the problem. I don't think that's going to happen. I truly think Mexico will win this Gold Cup and will continue dominating CONCACAF with the United States. These are the 2 teams that usually win Gold Cup. There was only 1 edition where Canada won instead of Mexico or the United States. And I think this Gold Cup is Mexico's to lose. They're the current champions. They're bringing pretty much their A team. And overall, they're just a better team. They're better on defense than Canada. They're better in the midfield. The only thing that's debatable is when you have Alphonso Davies up top there with Kyle Larin, maybe Buchanan or Cavallini, it could match up with Mexico. But I just think Mexico won't lose this one. I think Mexico will take the Gold Cup, and I even think that maybe Jamaica might be the toughest opponent that Mexico will face rather than Canada. But look, guys, I can be completely wrong. I could have got the group stage wrong, the knockout round wrong. Comment down below your prediction. Who's going to win Gold Cup in 2021? So that's it. Don't forget to let us know if you want me to react to this video all the way in August. And hopefully I didn't piss off American fans, but I'm just trying to be realistic here. This United States team is not looking as good as I expected. I really hope I'm wrong from the bottom of my heart. I really hope the United States wins the Gold Cup. I'll be hopeful. I'll be cheering for them every single match. But for this year, I'm trying to be an analyst. All right? So I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this type of content. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.